Hi there, it's Fionna Gossling with an update as to what happened in Burlington real estate in June 2025. So as you can see here, 2025 is a fairly strong year compared to, 2023 we were down a bit, but if you look at 2021, 2022 had that craziness in it. 2024, 2025, it's all relatively flat. And this picture kind of depicts the same thing. 2023, there was a bit of a dip, but it has been fairly steady and even since 2021, with the exception of the craziness that happened in late 21, early 22. All of that is to say these news headlines are quite sensational, but not necessarily depicting the proper picture as to what's happening in the market. What is happening? We had 239 sales last month, which is pretty good. If you look at historic pre-2021, we would have liked to see more sales. I'd still like to see more sales. However, it's not bad, keeping in mind that we have been seeing mostly in the 100 digit number of sales. And you'd have to go back to May 2024 to see this kind of 240 number. So it is good to see. We have a little bit of buyer confidence resurgence, or people who have been sitting on the sidelines have decided, right, it's time. I'm buying and selling in the same market. It doesn't matter. Let's go. 1,000 properties for sale is a lot of properties. So that works out to 4.2 months of inventory, which is quite high. However, here's the mystery. In spite of it all, the average sale price increased from 1.120 to 1.130. So it increased $10,000. The median sale price is down a little bit. So that tells me that there were some big sales that happened in here. But all in all, not so bad. If you look at this June over last June in Burlington and what's going on, number of sales are up by 18%, way more inventory, and the average sale price is only down by about 3% year over year when you're comparing June to June. And it is taking longer to sell things. What I am finding in the market right now is I'm spending a ton of time preparing properties for sale, and marketing properties for sale, and making sure all of that is really tight. And the pricing strategy has to be very, very intentional. And then properties are selling. So there is no mystery to it, really. If you want to break down those average sale prices into detached houses, the average sale price of a home in Burlington was 1.457, only 3.8 months of inventory, which is quite good. 125 sales happened, and it was taking on average 24 days on market to sell that. Townhouses, the average sale price of a townhouse was $889,000. 75 townhouses sold. There were 236 to choose from. So again, that's a fairly robust kind of market there. Condo market is where things start to slow down a little bit. 7.3 months of inventory is quite a lot of inventory there. It's an improvement. But and certainly the condo market is tricky, clear across the GTA and across Canada. But we did see 39 sales this month. So it's all well and good to look at that information on its own, but without a little bit of context, you don't know if that's good or bad or what's happening. And you can see that the average sale price has kind of been bopping around this amount. It's up a little bit from previous months, so that's good to see. Same thing with townhouses. Townhouse prices, April, there was a bit of a spike, but otherwise fairly even Steven. And condo price here, way down. Actually, I didn't realize that, but our months of inventory are quite up. So I'm not really sure what happened here. That just kind of that tells me that there were some higher end sales that didn't happen, because with still 39 sales, 40 sales happening the month before, 39. It must have been that there were just a lack of higher end sales happening here, and a lot of the smaller stuff was what was selling. Any specific questions? Don't hesitate to reach out. Happy to answer any questions that you might have. If you know of anybody thinking about buying or selling, please pass my name along. I would love to be able to help them. And look forward to checking back in next month. Talk to you soon.